My child, quiet your spirit and receive these words I offer you now. This moment holds a significance unlike any other you have known. A profound turning point is arriving in your path. You have felt the anticipation, wondering when your time would finally come. That moment is here. This is the very instant when everything begins to shift for you. This unfolding is not born from your own struggle or your own might, but from your readiness. Every tear you shed in solitude, every quiet challenge you faced, those nights when worry troubled your mind and spoke untruths to your heart, none of that was in vain. All you have walked through has brought you to this opening. You are released from the constant effort to merely stay afloat, from pushing beyond your limits just to survive. That phase is concluding. Now you are stepping into a new time of receiving what you need. Your life is being upheld, not by the systems of the world, but by your inner harmony with me. You are being carried forward by a sense of ease. The clarity you seek, the stillness in your spirit, the mending of your being, the renewal of what was lost, the gladness in your heart, all these are being tended and cared for. This is more than simple comfort. It is a confirmation of truth. Do not let the difficulties of your past convince you that this goodness is too much to believe. The delays you experienced, the doors that remained closed, the chances that seemed missed, these were not rejections, but purposeful redirection. You were not held back. You were being positioned for this time. A powerful forward movement is building for you now. Energy is flowing in your favor. The time of lack, the time of fear, the time of constant striving is ending. This is your time of renewal. If your spirit resonates with this truth, acknowledge it fully within your heart right now. Let this be a sign that you are stepping completely into the path meant for you. You endured long nights. You wept in silence. You showed up carrying burdens no one else saw. You gave when it felt impossible, and you trusted when everything urged you to stop. You walked through dry times that few could navigate. Now, life is responding with what you need: inner peace, clear understanding, genuine connection, proper placement. Your name is being known in places you have never entered. Your work is being valued by people you have not yet met. You are no longer needing to chase breakthroughs. They are finding you. This is not because you manipulated circumstances, but because your perseverance remained steady. The pressure that once overwhelmed you is losing its hold. That is a sign. You are operating by new principles now. Your endurance has activated a different way of being. You are being carried by my presence, not just by your own plans. This is your moment, not in the future. It is now. This is the outcome for staying when you wanted to leave, for trusting when there was no apparent reason, for choosing not to resent the journey, for holding on to hope instead of bitterness. What you have sown is now yielding a return in abundance, wholeness, restoration, overflow. Every untruth that whispered you were too late, too broken, too far behind, it is silenced. You are exactly where you are meant to be, precisely on time. So walk differently, speak with assurance, dream without limits, make plans without fear. Build with the knowledge that your foundation is unshakable, because it is. You will feel shifts in the smallest details. Obligations met with ease, debts dissolving, unexpected support arriving, opportunities appearing at the perfect moment. These are confirmations, signs that your life is moving into harmony. This unfolding is not just for you alone. Your abundance has a purpose beyond yourself. Others are waiting for you to step forward with courage. You were not created to merely scrape by. You were created to rise, to embody what is possible. The support arriving is not just resources. It is clarity, understanding, guidance. What felt like aimless wandering was a rerouting with intention. As you rise, notice those who may fade from your path. Some connections were tied to your time of struggle. This is not a betrayal. It is a purification. Not everyone is meant for your next phase. This is a refinement. You are a steward of what you receive, not just a recipient. Your true worth was never tied to what you earned. It existed before that. Provision follows purpose. When you walk in alignment, receiving what you need becomes natural. Resources are drawn to your conviction. You are flowing in favor now. It shows itself because you offered praise in private, because you persisted through dry times. You are not behind. You are precisely on time. All that is asked of you now is trust. Release the way of thinking that told you to figure everything out on your own. That burden was never yours to carry. You are learning a new way of being, the way of inner trust. It speaks in quietness. It moves with calm certainty. Now you decide from clear sight, not from fear. You affirm, it is already provided for. You leave places that celebrate hardship. You have been called out of survival and into abundance. Every time you choose conviction over doubt, clear sight over fear, you draw from a source that will not run dry. Breathe deeply. Find rest. The stress is lifting from you. My help is here. This is not a temporary change. It is a permanent rerouting of your path. You are entering a rhythm where you receive, you trust, and you act from fullness, not from desperation. What is unfolding is not random. You have crossed a threshold. What felt out of reach is now within your grasp. That quiet confidence growing within you, it is real. You are lifted by unseen hands, surrounded by support that does not depend on your effort. You are stepping into a way of life that does not require you to compromise yourself. You do not need to shrink to fit into spaces. You do not need to accept scraps when a feast awaits you. You have moved from a state of survival to one of lasting significance. The forward movement arriving is not just relief, it is strategy. You are being equipped to build, to transform, and to shift the very atmosphere around you. Your purpose is too important for fear to hold sway. Chains of limitation are breaking, in your mind, in your emotions. Release the old ways of thinking, dimming your light for others, playing small. That version of you is gone. Now you walk in flow. You make decisions from clear vision. You trust what is unfolding. This shift is changing everything around you. Relationships aligning, thoughts renewing, your body releasing tension. When your core being is free, everything else follows. Some will be drawn to you, some will move away. You do not need to explain the favor upon you, you simply live it. Opportunities appear not because you sought them out, but because they awaited your arrival. Agreements are made. Chances present themselves. You stand ready, supported, in harmony. You are no longer dependent on outside systems. You are connected to an endless source. Expect unexpected solutions, perfect timing, creative ideas that feel beyond you, because they originate from me. You will walk into spaces you once only dreamed of as if you belong there, not as a visitor. You are elevated by your purpose, not by the approval of others. You are becoming someone who does not panic when needs arise because you have witnessed my supply. Someone who does not beg for confirmation because you are anchored in knowing. Someone who guides others into peace because your very presence offers calm. This is alignment. This is being chosen. You move, and the way opens before you. You rest, and energy works on your behalf. You believe, and the impossible yields. The weight you carried for years, it is lifting. The inner voice that whispered, "It is all up to you," it is silenced. You were meant to carry faith, not the burdens of the world. Your outer reality is now catching up to the truth within you. Your circumstances shift. So does your spirit. You are no longer driven by fear or by lack. You are guided by peace. You are fueled by purpose. You move from a place of unshakable security. Your inner state has changed, from stress and scarcity to profound favor. This favor is not fragile. It is made strong by your perseverance and fueled by the unstoppable purpose I have placed within you. Your inner world overflows with peace, with understanding, with boldness. The return on your resilience arrives in multiplying ways. You will soon make choices that would have terrified the person you once were. You will say yes where you once held back. You will take steps forward not because the path is perfectly clear, but because you know the way is prepared for you. You will step away from relationships and places that do not honor the calling upon your life. Not from pride, but from clear sight. When you are sustained from within, you cannot be controlled by lack. You will not compromise your worth for access or for safety. You were already chosen. The ultimate affirmation was spoken over the path meant for you. Let that truth echo in your very being. You are covered. You are supported. You are fully resourced. Your needs are no longer burdens. They are promises unfolding. The moment you embrace this truth, everything changes. You are no longer a warrior constantly battling. You are a receiver of solutions, of deep rest, of perfect timing. Worry stops here. Let go of the constant struggle. The worry that held you captive, it holds no sway over you anymore. You are not merely enduring, you are unfolding. Stepping into completeness, a version of yourself that carries blessing without apprehension. You are no longer asking, "Can I manage this?" You are stating, "I am prepared." Stronger not because the path grew smoother, but because you gained insight and depth. The weight that nearly overwhelmed you wasn't meant to break you. It was expanding your capacity to hold the good things arriving. See the evidence all around you, in your communication, your dwelling place, your physical self, your gladness. Your whole existence reflects deep favor. Not because you fought harder, but because you said yes to your purpose. This is not chance. It is being in step, overflowing. The life you envisioned is taking shape. One piece at a time, a new structure supports you. Inner calm at the core, provision moving towards you, purpose surrounding you. A powerful current lifts you, not just pushing your aspirations forward, but elevating your entire being. Feel it in your certainty, your voice. You will establish boundaries without hesitation. Speak with authority. Declare what is true. You won't ask how. You will know you are connected to an endless source. The fear of not having enough kept you quiet for too long. As it fades, a bold beauty rises. Who you truly are is coming forth, mighty and clear for all to see. You are proof of what sustained harmony creates. The world around you responds. Resistance turns into openness. Stalled movement accelerates. Overlooked, now honored. Not from arrogance, but from recognizing your worth. You don't need to plead for a place. You are stepping into the position made just for you. Anxiety is being shown the door. You are equipped with all you need. Inner calm to quiet the noise. Insight to guide. Boldness to change atmospheres. You won't apologize for abundance. You won't justify blessings. Blessing isn't something you explain. It's something you live. What you receive serves a higher purpose. You are given resources not just for your own ease, but for the work you are meant to do. Everything given to you is meant to move through you. Your yes opens pathways for unseen others. Every faithful step now meets with provision. You will not run dry or fall short, sustained by the eternal. You have stepped into a new way of experiencing plenty. You are no longer tied to the idea of lack. You are now linked to an endless supply. Do not grieve what is leaving your life. Certain people, old ways of doing things, familiar surroundings. This isn't being cast aside, it is moving higher. As your inner self ascends, it naturally moves away from what no longer fits your new vibration. This letting go is a valuable transformation. Allow it to happen. Let go of talking about not having enough. Stop old habits driven by fear. Move away from places where you feel unsure. Most importantly, release the part of you that only knows how to get by. You are not just getting by. You are flourishing, growing fully into the amazing person you were meant to be. The person you are becoming is more courageous, more discerning, more unrestrained, and completely provided for. This support isn't limited to finances. It includes clear insights, relationships meant for your path, and blessings that don't seem possible. You are being given more than just what you need. You are being entrusted with the plans for what comes after you, the groundwork for future generations, and the answers you were brought here to offer. Consider those who turned their suffering into meaning, who turned being turned away into a new direction. What was meant to hurt them instead placed them where they could uphold many others. Unexpected good things won't catch you off guard. They will be your usual experience. People you once found daunting will now seek your counsel. Opportunities you thought were out of reach will come looking for you. Things you pursued will arrive easily. This is not chance. You were created for this. The worry about how it will happen, that is not true. The truth is, you were always intended for this way of moving, guided by the wellspring within you. Now that fear has yielded, you can plainly hear the quiet assurance, I have you protected. This protection is real and evident. Your dwelling place is secured. Your journeys are arranged. Your visions are supported financially. Your duties are accomplished. Your heart's longings are met exactly when needed. You are not a weight. You are a channel for goodness, understanding, and impact. Channels that are in harmony are cared for without limit. This time is for being filled up. The more you give out, the more comes back to you. The more you rely on me, the more things show up. The more you follow your inner knowing, the clearer my leading becomes. There is no need for fear, no need to struggle, no need to seek acceptance. You are already completely accepted. The resources for what's next are already making their way to you. See how relationships are being arranged. Obstacles are dissolving. Things are speeding up. What held you back is breaking down in front of you. You are being supported to stop old patterns in your family line, to undo the history of not having enough, and to open pathways for those who come after you. This is why giving up felt wrong. Why letting go was so hard to do, because the purpose I placed inside you was not yet fully equipped. Now it is not just a hope, it is your everyday life. You are not pursuing extraordinary events, you are living within them. You are not calling out from a place of need. You are the very answer that breaks through. Restrictions fall away when you speak. The feeling in a place changes when you arrive. Favorable moments respond to your true self. This is the strength that comes from being in step with me. You will not worry about how it will happen. You will not wonder when. You will simply move forward with confidence, knowing every single step is supported. Your only work is to remain in harmony, remain thankful, remain receptive. Existence itself, vitality, and the unseen forces are working powerfully on your behalf, so take in a fuller breath. Let your smile broaden. Allow your dreams to expand. The time for worry is finished. You are walking now into deep calm, steady backing, and true contentment. This is not just a change, it is a new beginning in how you know plenty. You are no longer controlled by the feeling of never having enough. My beloved child, know this deep within you. You are living in a reality where there is always more than enough. Your life has moved from a place of emptiness and strain to one filled with my divine presence and blessing. Where you once felt weighed down, you now carry a lightness. Where you struggled to make things happen, you now experience a flow that comes without striving. You are now a channel for my abundance in this world. Resources respond to your voice. Supply follows your trust in me. Wonders unfold in step with you. You are in harmony with my will, and in that harmony there is an unstoppable flow of good things. Do not minimize this truth. Do not lessen its impact to make others feel comfortable. I have placed something sacred in your care. Many are called, but few walk through difficult times and remain true. Few stay pure when under pressure. Few hold on to my vision without changing it. You did, and now the fruit of that faithfulness is here. It is not just a spiritual reality. It is real, touchable, and clear for all to see. My chosen one, now that this truth has entered your spirit and awakened something deep inside you, this is not a time for mere inspiration. Now is the time to put the truth you have grasped into practice in your life. Because my divine support, my supernatural supply, and my abundance are not just abstract ideas for you to consider. They are spiritual realities meant to shape how you live your everyday life. You are no longer just receiving encouragement. You are receiving a specific task from me. This is an invitation to work with me, to walk alongside me, not just when you pray, but in your actions, in your planning, in your building, in living with sure expectation. Your initial step must involve creating room. My abundant supply cannot fully enter where things are cluttered. Start by letting go of what no longer belongs. Examine your environment, your dwelling, your habits, and your inner self, discerning what shows signs of lack, apprehension, or merely surviving. Do certain possessions, connections, practices, or ideas serve a purpose only because you once felt limited? Release them. Make room in the external and internal areas shaped by a season of having little, ensuring space for what is now arriving. When I pour out new supply, there must be open hands and open spaces ready to receive it. You cannot afford to hesitate any longer. The time for delay is over. Now is the time to write down what you see and make it clear. Get out whatever you use to capture thoughts and start putting into words what I have placed inside you. Write the ideas that stay with you. Outline the shape of the work, the effort, the project, the outreach. List the people you feel led to reach. Do not wait until everything seems perfect. I do not require perfection. I require you to obey. And obedience opens doors more quickly than any plan you could devise. As you make your plans, remember this: my supply follows my direction. The same is true for you. Do not expect to see the entire path before you begin to move. Trust that with each step you take in alignment with me, my supply is there to meet you. Begin with what you possess right now. You do not need vast wealth, a huge audience, or perfect timing. What do you already have? What skill, what past experience, what connection, what resource has been unused in your life? Offer it to me and ask for my blessing. What you bring in trust will be multiplied beyond measure. You are not waiting for more. You are learning to manage well what is already with you. That is the source of increase. While you build, keep your inner self open to daily guidance. My supply often appears in small ways before it arrives in large breakthroughs. You might sense a name, reach out. A prompting to give, act quickly. A prompting to depart or venture into something fresh, respond at once. Amen.